Hey, this is Jay, your DM. Welcome to Nair. We are a Dungeons & Dragons original podcast, and you are listening to episode 57. It's 57 hours of content we got going on here. This week, we have our beautiful cast with us.
My name is Amy, playing Bijou, the High Elf Glamour Bard.
Hi, my name's Andrew. I'm playing Reeve Vitevich Kolosevsky, the Paladin Hill Dwarf.
This is the original Ian. I play Harry, the Fearbolg Druid.
And I'm Erin. I play Tatsuo, the Human Samurai.
All right, and so we are picking up where we left off last week. You guys are hanging out in Harry's cabin and waiting for nightfall because Quilly told you that there are less patrols at Rootdale at night. So what are you guys doing to pass the time?
I just want to get used to this new sword and maybe just kind of practice, kind of do some forms with it. Try to transition out of my rapier stance into something more suitable for longsword. I'm actually going to ask Tatsuo for some pointers. Hey, Tatsuo. I've got this new longsword, and I normally stand like this, and I take like a really like dancerly fencer stance, like a very delicate stance. But I don't think that'll work with the longsword I've got going on here. Do you want to show me how to use it?
Yes, it absolutely will not work that way. I mean, it'll work, but like you won't chop any heads off. So you have to get your feet shoulder width apart and then move your less dominant foot back a little bit.
All right, got it.
And then, so now you're really rooted to the ground and you can hold it with two hands firmly in front of you.
Oh, not used to that. All right.
Two-handed.
How do I
Stronger.
look?
Super cool. Like a lot of awesome people who whack swords around.
That's really cool.
Now just give it a good
That was
swish.
wholesome.
Give it a good swish. Up to down.
That's the sound of the sword swishing.
What's I don't know about you guys, but it was muted on my end.
Oh.
I just saw you making the sound effect.
I heard the first one. I guess it's like automatically muting like weird static noises.
That's Bijou, you know. Weird static noises.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get really good at it, you could do awesome stuff like this. And then Tatsuo does like this, like down, like one way, other way, swirl around, swipe it back kind of thing.
Part of my beard falls off. And I look down at the ground. It's just a little bit. It's just enough to notice. And
Did I get your attention, Reeve?
And I just raise my eyebrow.
I'm going to try to do the same thing and like try to look just as cool.
Another part of my beard falls off.
I think I did it.
Hooray.
Yes, I believe you did.
Tatsuo pats Bijou on the back, says, "Good job. Almost feral."
Oh, thank you. You know, I got to put my own spin on it, but
Yeah.
we'll see how I do.
Learn from the best.
Mm-hmm.
while you were working on things in the cabin, are you guys outside or inside here?
Well,
Definitely outside.
Okay. Well, I didn't know how spacious the cabin was.
Not that
I
spacious.
know Harry said it was 3 rooms, so.
I don't want to redecorate Harry's cabin without his permission.
Excuse you?
What? I don't.
It is
I don't want
perfectly
to.
dirty.
No, I
It
said
is.
I don't want to redecorate it. Like I don't want to mess it up with my
okay.
sword.
Yeah. No, that's fine. It's taking a couple of hits.
It's growing moss.
See that hole over there? Like that's been there for like 12 years.
While you're kind of sparring back and forth with the air, a rope kind of comes down in the midst of your group, and Quilly slides down. And she says, "Oh, good. I was worried you may have left. I noticed the sun was almost starting to go down. I was able to acquire an item for you." And she kind of pulls a side satchel over and opens it up and very carefully reaches in, and she pulls out this ball that is about 6 inches in diameter and is totally like clear and crystal, and it's got kind of like almost like a cloud inside of it.
What
She
does it
says-
do?
Tells
"I
you the
know-"
weather.
She says, "I know you're looking for someone that you don't know a lot of information about. This might be able to help."
To be clear, it doesn't tell me that I've forgotten something.
What does this do? I mean, what is it? Like, where did you find this?
It's something that we use from time to time if we need it to gain information on enemies and allies and other people.
Has Bijou seen one of these before?
Roll a history check.
Okay. Oh, that's a nat 20 plus 7.
Yeah, so you've seen one. You may have seen this when you were kind of training in magic, because this is something that bards can use, as well as clerics and a few other classes. So you may have seen this in your training, but it's a crystal ball that allows you, while touching it, you can cast the scrying spell. The spell save DC of 17.
Oh wow! You can.
All right.
Why? I have that card actually.
Yeah. This is so helpful. I really appreciate it.
Just please don't break it or lose it. It is on loan. Oh,
Right.
my
I will
our-
definitely
our-
keep it safe.
our leader is definitely expecting it back.
Got it. Absolutely.
Is she just like giving it to us?
She's handing it to me
Loaning.
probably.
Is she gonna take it back after this?
Yeah,
Or
she's letting us use it. She just said it's on loan, so that means we have to give it back.
at the end of the Rootdale adventure?
Probably.
They didn't specify though.
I know, but I think I would give it back as soon as possible to maintain my relationship with them.
I just meant, is she gonna watch us use it?
Is everybody comfortable if I go ahead and try to use it now, or should we wait till we get over there?
Do it now.
Now? Any other input?
How often can you use it?
Yeah, how often can I use it?
There's not really. Well, so
anytime?
Out of character, it's like a 5th level spell, but you can use it kind of whenever you want, as long as you have the spell slots for it, because you have the ball.
Oh.
So like it will count for a spell slot, but
Amy-
I'm not gonna.
Amy,
make
would you like
use, like
this?
a 5th level spell slot?
Would you
No,
like this
I
card?
have it. Honey, I have all the cards
Okay.
for all the spells.
Okay, gotcha.
So if I don't have a 5th level spell slot, I can't use it.
You have the orb though.
Yeah.
Huh?
You
So
can do
with the orb, you can.
That's what I'm asking. How many times can I use this orb per day?
As many spell slots as you have. So it doesn't have to be a 5th level spell slot. You can cast it at like 1st level with the orb.
Okay. All right. Well, question for the DM because I'm a little bit hazy. The sword that I got was Fam's sword, but it was a family heirloom. It was the sword of Vander Amaris. So knowing that we're looking for someone from that family, would that increase the stakes of the scrying? Like would that increase my likeliness of being able to find him if I hold the sword while I do it?
So yeah, and the spell, there's a few things that you can do that can kind of change the check that the receiving character needs to make. So one thing is, so the save that it starts at 17, right? Like I mentioned, he gets a +5 to his roll if you have only heard of him and you haven't met him. But also if you have a possession or a garment, he would get a -4 to his roll. So like it will help if it's like a family heirloom or a possession of his.
So this might put it at like a DC of 18. Or a DC of 16, sorry. Because if he gets +5 and then we give him a -4.
He gets a +1.
Yeah. So that would be like a 16.
So 16.
All right. And just checking one more.
So he's beating the wisdom save. So it would be like 18.
Oh, okay. Harry? Just checking one last time. I know you said you didn't know much about Fam's fam. But is there anything you could tell me about Perrin at all?
No, not really. His own brother didn't seem to know him that well.
Okay.
I don't. They weren't that close of a family. I mean, they kind of were, but the two sons were pretty much abandoned, if I'm not mistaken. So they kind of just went their own ways.
Right. Okay.
So
I'm going to face Rootdale. And I'm going to sit down and like ground myself. I'm going to sit like cross-legged on the ground. And I'm going to have the orb in my left hand. And I'm going to have the sword in my right. And I'm just going to close my eyes and concentrate on trying to find Perrin.
You kind of look into the ball and you see this cloud kind of fill up inside of it while you are focusing on it. In the ball, it starts to kind of clear out a little bit. And you see this elf with long blonde hair that's very, very dirty and very greasy and kind of singed. And you actually recognize him as the elf from your dream before.
Oh.
That you were kind of focusing in on that was next to you. He is sitting around a campfire with a few other people. They're all wearing a uniform that, again, you recognize from your dream. And you see someone come in carrying a bag, a rather large bag, and they kind of drop it. And you can't really hear anything that's going on, but you can see them having a conversation. It looks like this guy coming in like was kind of sneaking back, and everyone gets up and goes towards the bag and starts to rummage through it. And they find some like assorted like foraged plants and maybe like a rabbit or two, and they pull it out, and then the image starts to fade away.
I know that my view is limited because I'm like only really watching his immediate area. Was it like a wooded area they were in that I could tell?
So it looked kind of like it was surrounded by rocks, like kind of like in a cave or something.
Okay. After I sort of wake up from watching that, I'm going to say, all right, this is the elf I dreamed about before. I've seen him before. He's alive. He's still wearing the uniform of the Dragon Army. And he looks to be in a cave. And they're eating foraged food. Did I get a good look at any of the like the berries or plants or anything that they had pulled out of the bag, like that I could recognize later?
Roll a perception check.
That's gonna be 19.
Yeah, so you noticed actually they pulled out some berries on a branch that were kind of very purple, and you've never seen berries like that before.
Okay. Harry, they were eating these berries, these purple berries from a branch.
I thought you'd never ask. I love those.
What are they?
Yes, Harry. what are
I
they?
kind of describe like the shape of them, like as best as I can.
They bundle up a little like blueberries, not blueberries, blue raspberries. But the outer shape it's kind of like a triangle, to be honest. They're about the size of your palm, the whole little bushel.
Do you think you could spot it? Like, if we go over there, do you think you could be on the hunt for those to try to see
yeah.
the area?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Harry,
Yeah,
roll
we could find those real quick.
Roll a deception check.
You just couldn't give it to me, could you?
Do I have to contest this with like insight or anything, or what?
Sure.
I got +0, so let's see how I roll. 15, not bad.
16 plus 4.
Never mind.
Yeah, you can tell he's just full of it. He's never heard or seen of these berries before.
Harry,
I
this
mean,
is
I
serious.
described them to you. How would I know? I didn't see them. I'm just
serious.
describing my favorite berries. They happen to be on that island. That's why I went over there in the first place. And
We can't joke around.
everything
with
got
this.
on fire.
We could possibly die. All right, let's take this seriously.
Oh, I know. I thought it was weird when you had me describe them to you and you agreed.
Can that ball of water give us
Well-
an exact location?
No, but we can look for those berries. We can look for caves. We can look for.
What do the berries look like?
They were also eating rabbits. So maybe if they have traps set to catch the rabbits, we could look for rabbit traps.
Well, I can find
Well, I mean,
those.
the rabbits are primarily found in the northern part of the island.
I'm not listening to you anymore, Harry. I can't trust you. I don't know if you're telling the truth anymore.
I don't either until Jay tells me.
I thought you've been there like for 1 second and then you left. And now
Yeah.
you're telling me about the
Yeah.
north side of the island. There's all these rabbits.
Well, I mean, I looked to the north briefly. I may have seen some animals or something.
So how many fractions of that 1 second that you were in Rootdale was spent looking north?
13? 14, baby.
13/20ths. Is that the fraction?
No, just 13 holes. All right.
All right. Well, we've got a few things we can look for.
Should we go?
I suppose so.
Yeah, I would say let's make this quick. Let's get quick in and out.
All right. I'm putting up my stealth cloak and I've got my stealth boots. I'm ready to be sneaky. Where's the tree? Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Let's start walking then. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Is everyone else wearing their stealth gear?
Yes.
Yes.
I've got my boots and my cloak on.
Should we pre-douse in the flamey flames stuff or just wait?
What do
I'd
you
wait.
think, guys? We've got 8 hours with it, and we've got 2 doses. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Okay.
So I'll put the char smelling stuff, the magic powder that we got from the guy. I'm gonna put that on. Put 1 dose on.
Same. But it goes up her nose, so then she like coughs and sputters.
Easy. Get all the coughs out now.
Everywhere.
I put it in my beard,
That's a smart move.
like beard oil.
Yeah. Except it's all chalky and probably it's like really. Actually, I have no idea what it's like.
It's like a powder.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I just
It's a red powder, so now you have like a brick red colored beard.
nice. It's like just like me in real life.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Andrew actually has about 4 feet of beard hanging down his face.
I do not.
And he
Not
always
anymore.
smells like burnt stuff.
He had a bunch of it cut off.
It's because my wife likes to burn
Burnt.
stuff in the house, like paper.
It's true.
Well, it's part of the the spell casting
going
rituals.
Oh, true.
All right, so you guys are heading to the tree.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm gonna
Smelling
leave.
like smoke.
I'm gonna leave the second dragon in the tree, so they're both in there right now.
They're gonna burn everything down.
No, they are good. They know better.
Anyone
We
who
can't get back.
did you name the dragons?
Yeah, I wrote it down somewhere.
Are they really well trained? Because if we can't get back because they burned these trees down, and that's
Yeah,
why we
it's
died.
Timothy. It's Timothy and Sean. Okay, you know what? Sean has been living in that realm for 3 years now. He's good. He's a good boy. Now you're just giving Jay ideas to throw a wild card in there and have him burn the place down. They were good for years. They are fine now.
Sean is the one who's been living in there.
Yeah, Sean's been fine. Timothy has been in and out plenty of times. He knows how it works. He's not here to burn trees down. He utters a draconic version of taco, and it never works. And then I come back and pick him up.
All right. Well, excellent. Anyone who wants to can roll a perception check.
Oh, just cuz?
That's an 8.
I
I'm
rolled a
really
23.
nervous.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I took the crystal ball with me, right?
You said perception?
I don't know. Did you?
Yes.
Yeah, 23. Yep.
13.
I just
All right.
want to
Thing
make a
I'm
note. Sorry.
Invisible.
I just want to make a quick note. I definitely bundled the crystal ball up in a bunch of my costumes so that if I drop my bag, it won't break.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Any hairpins or anything broke in your bag? I don't know. Okay, cool. Awesome. So you guys make your way through the tree zone,
P-zone.
the in-between,
P-zone.
the tree zone, and you come up to the tree that leads to Rootdale. And it smells warm.
Nice.
All right, are we ready?
Yep.
I'll follow you, Harry. Or wait, did you say you're invisible now? Did you say you're invisible?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go. I'm going to go first and I'm going to sneak.
All right.
I don't think you should have went first.
Well,
Roll a
I don't know
stealth
where
check.
you are. And I'm the sneakiest one, presumably.
You
So I
know my name.
botched this roll. All right. Stealth. That's going to be a 16 plus 11. It's going to be a 27.
All right,
You
show
might have been
off.
seen.
All right. You pop out of the tree, and it is almost, it's kind of like on a beach. Like it's very close to the water. And you have about 20 feet from where you are to like a rock outcropping in the shadows ahead of you. The moon is very bright. It's almost full, and it's casting a pretty bright light down onto the area you are now.
Okay, I've got my hood up and everything, so I just look like a shadow, and I'm going to just do a cool roll towards the rock outcropping and just duck in and hide inside the rocks.
Okay. All right. You're able
I'm
to
assuming in
find
that. Go ahead.
a hiding space. And if you want, I mean, if you, at this point on, I'm gonna give you one more prompt to roll perception, but if you want to do those things, you let me know.
Okay, so you said roll perception?
Mm-hmm.
That's not great. It's 11.
All right.
Wait,
Cool.
is it? Hold on. Perception. No,
Plus
sorry, that's a plus
13.
6. I rolled a 7 plus 6. That's a 13.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything?
Yeah, I'm
Staying in
walking
the tree
through.
zone?
I'm 100% going through. I pat Sean on the head, and I give a little chin scratch to Timothy, and then I head on through.
Okay.
Walk through with Harry.
I'm going to have a seed in my hand already spat on. Yeah.
Tatsu, are you going through the tree with Harry and Reeve?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
All right. All of y'all roll a stealth check.
Well, that's not good.
I get advantage with the
So-
cloak, right? Yep.
Advantage plus 1.
Plus 1. Yep. So I get 16.
Nat 20. I nat 20'd.
That's a good time to nat 20.
Yeah, it
Yes.
is.
It really is.
Stealth. Oh, I got 18. I got 18.
When I see them
I
come
rolled a
through,
5, but I'm also invisible, and I smell like ash, so
Does that
yeah. I feel like I shouldn't have even rolled.
as they come through, do I, like, I'm kind of peeking, like doing like a 360. Do I see any other life forms besides them coming out of the tree?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. You're just hoping one of us is going to like nail this perception check. Not good. That's a 9.
All right.
Can Tatsuo do it because she's suspicious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we even out yet?
Well, I said as they're coming through, so I
Well,
wouldn't have made the check until you guys came through.
that's a 10, so.
This is awful. I'm gonna
Well-
like do like a hissing sound to kind of get them to like hurry over and hide in the rocks with me.
I'm going to make a beeline for those rocks.
Tatsuo scurries along the ground.
Reef,
You
stand your
guys-
ground.
Yeah, Reeve's just standing there.
Yeah. It's-
I'm gonna try to hiss again to get Reeve to like come hide.
oh, right. Right. Coming.
Shh.
Right. Coming.
All right. You guys make it to the rocks.
Sorry, I was looking at my spells. I was trying to figure out something.
And as you guys are walking over, kind of sneakily making your way over, Harry, you trip on a twig that's kind of sticking out of the sand. And you're invisible, of course, so you got that going for you. But you do make a really loud thump and an imprint in the sand before you're able to regain your balance and kind of make your way over.
Mm-hmm.
Are you rolling something, Jay?
I hope he is, because that hand is rigorously moving over there.
I'm scared.
All right.
Oh God.
And everyone make a perception check.
A what?
Perception check.
I'm not
Perception.
doing well with these. I rolled a 4. That's a total of 10.
19.
18.
Wait, do I get jack of all
13.
trades? Nope, I don't get jack of all trades.
19.
You can't have it all, Amy.
I know. At least I'm pretty.
Yeah, see? You got that going for you.
Tatsuo, you see very kind of sneakily making their way to where Harry left an imprint in the sand. You see 5 shapes in the dark, kind of very creeping along through the shadows, making their way towards where you guys are, or where Harry landed in the sand.
Can I tell what they are?
Roll a
Humanoid.
perception check. Well, no, you already rolled a perception check. No, they are humanoid, but you can't really tell much else.
Tatsuo just waves her hands really fast to everyone else. Like, look,
Drawing their attention to us.
we're going like this.
Oh my God. We're all right next to you.
Well,
We're all
in our
right
just
next
try
to you.
not to like say anything.
You could just elbow me. I'm right next to you.
Oh, okay. She
We're
goes,
all in the rocks.
Bink, bink. And then point, and then 5 with her hand, she does 5 fingers up.
Okay. I'm gonna see that.
I'm gonna try a high five.
Do they look like they're halfling sized, or do
She
they
goes
look human
over.
sized?
They're pretty large.
They're large,
Yeah.
like bigger than human.
Bigger than human, but not like large classification. They're just like really big humanoids.
Yeah, it's a bunch of fear balls.
I'm just gonna like hold my hands like sort of just kind of like I'm gonna do like a downward movement with both my hands flat, like just sit still. Maybe they'll leave if we're quiet, kind of a thing.
All right. So as you guys are kind of hanging back and being quiet and observing, you notice that as they come closer, they start inspecting the dirt that has an imprint in it, and they're kind of like getting down and like sniffing it and poking at it. A couple of them have spears, and you guys see these creatures that none of you have ever seen before, because
Are they dragonborn?
they've never left Rootdale, but they look like partially humanoid, but they have scales, and they're very large looking. And yeah, they're dragonborns.
I knew a thing.
But they're not like the lizard folk. Like they look completely different to me. Because the
Yes.
lizard folk I remember from like our first adventure, but
Yeah, the lizard folk looked just like big lizards, and they were slender, and like these guys are scaly, but a lot more human looking, and looking a little bit more intelligent than the lizard folk were.
Wearing jewelry and crap, probably.
I'm gonna try to watch how they walk and how they move in case I have to like impersonate one later. Do they have tails?
That's a big debate in the D&D community.
I know. That's
I'm gonna
why
say no.
DM of your personal homebrew world.
Yeah.
Do they have
I'm gonna
tails?
say no.
Okay.
They don't.
You heard it here
Do
first, folks.
they have any like are they wearing a uniform? Are there symbols on the uniform? Can we tell like what side they're on?
I mean, they all have like some sort of like natural armor on from what you can see in the dark, but you can't really pick out anything uniform about it.
I'm just gonna hold my finger to my lips and just urge everyone just be totally still.
I freeze.
So they are continuing to inspect the imprint in the sand, and you can tell they're kind of like looking around, like they're kind of looking out from it to see if they can find any other tracks or signs of movement.
Man.
And they start walking. So if they are at, like, if you guys are at 12 o'clock and the pit is at 6 o'clock, right? They start heading towards 3 o'clock.
So they're going the wrong way.
No, I walked over there and then I backtracked,
So we're
a
in these rocks. What's further from them? Like, what would I guess be like behind us? Would there be like another refuge or even a cave or anything like that?
So what you can see behind you right now is there's kind of like a cliff, but it's not super high, but there's like a series of kind of cliffs behind you, and up above there is a landing that looks like it has some vegetation in it. A lot of it looks charred. There's not like super tall trees. Like it all looks kind of young vegetation. And that's kind of what you can see from where you're at.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking this is a stealth mission, so we just gotta wait for them to go away. I don't know. I don't want to take on 5 Dragonborn and I don't know any of their abilities,
We could
Look
take
pretty
them.
big too. No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't want to try. I don't want to even find out. Especially being here by ourselves amongst an army of people we don't know anything about. Are they staying there? Or are they kind of just milling about? What are they doing?
No, they're trying to track you guys, but they're going in the wrong direction because they rolled a 1 on their investigation.
Nice.
Awesome.
Because they're probably close to my scent. So let's get moving.
Where though? Because it's
Up
like
the
just like a
cliff?
cliff face.
Well,
Like,
it's
there's-
short.
Is there anything that looks rocky around here? Like just like rocky outcroppings, things like that? Like mountains?
Yeah, like you're in a rocky.
Like everything's rocky right now?
Yeah.
Could we climb the little cliff?
If you roll an athletics check, it's not super high. Like it doesn't look like it's going to be super hard, but you will need to roll pretty high if you're going to try and stay quiet doing it.
I have +4 athletics.
Yeah, I mean, if we go one at a time.
Someone give me a rope.
I was just gonna say, get this woman some rope.
I have.
think
don't
Reed
have
has
rope.
My rope is in the trees in the spider forest, and I've never replaced it.
I don't have a rope.
Does anyone have a rope?
I think
I stopped carrying.
I think I do. I have a rope.
Let's try. Let's hope I don't roll a 1.
I'm gonna put my hand on Tatsuo's shoulder, and I'm gonna give her a wink, and I'm gonna inspire her
Woohoo.
so that she can add a D8 to her roll.
Okay, here we go. Well, looks like I'll need that. 'Cause I rolled an 8.
16. It's not bad.
It's just a roll. The D8.
15.
Ooh, 15.
15.
All right. You are able to climb up the mountain. Man, these dragonborn. And you your foot slips at one point and you knock some rocks down and you kind of pause there for a moment, but it doesn't seem like they're turning back. You don't notice anything kind of taking notice of you. And you're able to scramble up to the ledge. And the ledge is kind of just covered in, you're able to find cover in a little bush, like right by the ledge, that the roots are kind of hanging down. You grab some of the roots to make your way up.
And you have the rope hanging down now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna put my hand on Reeve's shoulder, and I'm gonna give you a little nod and a wink, and inspire you, so you can add a D8 to your.
Well, the rope
Okay.
should make it easy.
Well, I'm going.
I know, but he's got to be quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll with advantage.
Roll with advantage. Okay.
Yeah, for an athletics.
Okay, so 13 was plus my. What is my modifier here? Athletics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not a pretty
Yeah.
good athletics. I rolled a 16 plus the. I rolled a 16. Should I use my?
She made it with a 15.
Oh, she did. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah.
You don't have to. Don't use it.
Sorry.
Yeah, so you can hold on to that inspiration for the
All
next 10 minutes.
So I'll.
I like that you fished for that. You waited for. Jay
I was
to
like, no,
say.
I was like, oh man, what should? Oh, yeah. So I guess I start scaling the mountain as well. Try to avoid the spot that Bijou was at because I don't want to slip like she did.
How?
You mean Tatsuo?
Tatsuo, sorry,
Tatsuo.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
as you
high
go up,
is this?
Okay.
about 60 feet in all, but it's different level. Like it's not a sheer cliff. It's like kind of like leveled,
Like
almost
steps.
like huge stairs
Yeah.
almost.
Nice.
So you make your way up with the rope. About 40 feet up, you start to feel just incredible rope burn. And you start to slip and stumble down a little bit and catch yourself. And again, you kind of pause, but you don't notice any other movement, or it doesn't seem like anyone caught you. So you make your way up and kind of join Tatsuo in the bushes at the top of the cliff.
All right. I can't inspire Harry because I don't know where he is. So,
Can't touch me either. or
right.
I'll be visible.
DM question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there another way up? Like, Is there a way that might be slightly longer to kind of go around other than climbing?
Roll a nature check.
Okay. Because my stealth is really good, but my athletics are really bad. So I'm trying to figure out. Oh, no. That's an 11.
You can see there is a way kind of like to the west of where you are. You can see that there's a more like straight path, but it looks like it's going to take a lot longer and there's not really any coverage.
Okay, so there's nowhere to hide. All right. I can't
Hold on.
inspire
Whoa.
myself. Huh?
Whoa! You hear me in the abyss of nothing. And
I just
I'm gonna
look
do
around
mold
fishing.
earth. I'm gonna do mold earth along the way up for her.
Is that going to be stealthy?
That's going to make noise.
Just a little bit. I'm making tiny steps.
No. I don't want that.
All right, fine. Let's see.
I
let's
just-
see.
I just don't
No,
want
go
anything to
ahead.
draw their attention. You know what I mean?
Go,
Like,
I'm gonna draw all of it. I'm
Can
clumsy.
Tatsuo see Bijou struggling and get her bow ready just in case they hear us?
She hasn't even.
I haven't moved
tried
yet.
Oh, okay.
but
Yeah.
Oh,
you
you wanna-
can still ready your bow to cover me.
You wanna kill Bijou so she doesn't
No.
show the rest of the party.
Yeah, I don't want to.
My rope is still in the mountain. I never picked it up.
No.
Still-
Right, I know. I'm just saying, like, this isn't going to be great.
for it.
'cause
She's
I'm just going to do it.
pointing it at the dragonborn.
I'm going to think of the heroes that I learned about in Bard College that were courageous no matter what.
Tatsuo.
Especially the White Duke, as he was known. I'm going to just think about how heroic and brave he was and try to measure up. Do I get to roll with advantage because of the rope you said?
Yep.
All right, jack of all trades. I get to add 2 to this. Ooh, that's good. I did an 11 and a 16. So that would be an 18.
Okay. Yep, you are able to kind of make your way up even more smoothly than Reeve and Tatsuo did. You don't kick anything off. You're pretty sneaky. You make your way up, and you join them in the bushes.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Tatsuo's bow is still ready just in case.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Bijou's right next to you.
No, pointing at the
You
dragonborn.
could use the sword at this point.
You got to use melee on me.
Pointing at the dragonborn. I mean, you can use a bow close up. It just doesn't make sense.
I have my hands
Oh.
ready for flying daggers.
Okay.
Did you roll a 1?
Well, we have advantage. So my
Yes.
first roll was a 20, and then my second roll was a nat 1.
Wow.
That was good.
Why'd you even
All
roll
right.
twice?
Because advantage.
You're able to make it up. And because you're invisible, you made so little noise that no one even knows that you're up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna
They're
I'm
just
gonna
kind of
walk-
looking down. Everyone's looking down, waiting for you to make some kind of sign that you're coming up.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna walk about 10 feet from the cliff, like deeper in, and I'm gonna dig a little hole, and I'm gonna put a dry seed in there, and not like plant it, but just have it ready before we decide to move on, and throw a stick at I don't know who's closest to me.
Everyone's kind of in a line looking down the cliff, waiting for
All right,
you.
yeah, I'm gonna just throw a stick at one of them, and then just write, "I'm over here in the dirt."
Ouch.
Roll a,
Yeah, sorry, I hit you.
roll a dexterity check.
Me?
Goodness gracious.
It's a twig.
I know, but it could go sailing over the cliff and then alert them to our position.
Please don't roll in that one.
It's a 9.
Oh.
All right.
Just
You
being
guys
difficult
hear
now.
a sound about 5 feet behind you of something hitting the earth. What do you do?
I'm gonna look.
How loud is
and-
this sound?
You know, like a twig hitting
Okay.
a rocky outcropping.
Okay.
Tung, 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 tung.
So I'm basically like I'm almost just on my belly, kind of hiding in this like low vegetation, right?
Mhm.
So I'm gonna look over there, and do I see any people or shapes at all? Like Harry hasn't materialized yet.
Nope.
So I'm gonna use my little communicator, and I'm gonna say, Harry, did you make it?
I'm gonna underline the writing in the dirt.
Do I see the writing?
I don't know. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
I forgot it was nighttime.
Oh God.
God.
I do have dark vision, but I'm like also kind of on the ground.
Yeah.
That
don't know.
changes everything. Well, I mean, it's pretty bright with the moonlight.
Harry's an idiot.
Yeah, but you're also in like ferns and vegetation.
Yeah.
So I asked
I'll
you over the
respond.
thing. Okay.
Yeah, now that I know it's nighttime. Yeah, I'm over here. I'm right here. I'm gonna kick the dirt like the lonely kid on the playground.
I see the little cloud of dirt. I'm gonna hand the rope to Reeve, like, don't forget this kind of a thing.
And wind it up and then put it in my pack.
And I'm staying low. I'm crawling. What do I see beyond the dust cloud where Harry kicked? Do I see any geographical features? Anything? Caves? I'm looking for caves or berries.
While you guys are up here, you see, and all of you kind of turning around, checking out your environment. You see, this really lush vegetation with just like ferns and bushes, but again, nothing super tall, nothing really above 3 or 4 feet tall. And then going back, you just see a city of ruins, like huge buildings where there's no more roof, and everything's made out of marble, but it's all very, very old and kind of like caved in, and it doesn't look like it was all entirely natural that caved it in. Like you see a lot of like burn marks and kind of like clutter of like broken marble around the ground. But you do see like for pretty much about like 100 feet in front of you, you see the ruins start, and then they kind of go for as far as you can see on this island.
I'm gonna really quietly ask, should we go around these, or do you think we should look in them?
Might as well look in them.
It'd look like caves. I guess we can go through. We just have to be quiet.
Okay. So I'm gonna keep like army crawling towards the ruins, trying to be as stealthy as possible.
How far away are these ruins?
100 feet.
All right, I'm gonna spit on the seed, and whisper to Matilda, "Take your time, baby." And then I'll let it go ahead and grow, and then I'll just start walking casually.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of scoot as well.
Yeah, I'm like watching where like the ruins and trying to keep looking around to see if I see any movement of any kind, or
Okay. Roll a perception check.
these haven't been great, Jay. 12 plus 6, 18.
Sounds pretty good.
Okay. As you start to get closer to the ruins, you notice there's like a little rustle coming from about like 10 feet away from you to your left. And you see a fern kind of start to move, but it doesn't sound very big.
I'm gonna make everybody stop.
How so?
Alright.
I'm gonna like put my arm on the people that are near me, like hold on.
You have your
I
hand
see
on
it?
my face because I'm lower than you.
Yeah, I'm not even looking behind. I just have my hand back there
Just, like,
somewhere,
smack me in
just
the
like
face.
poking you in the eye.
Jay, do I notice, or do I keep walking?
I don't know. What do you? You were ahead,
Are you-
right? So
I
Well, I wasn't sure if
stopped.
you're going to let me roll. Like, I
And I'm
need to roll
looking
a
at it.
perception check to see what she saw, or do I just keep walking?
What
yeah,
they
you can
saw.
also roll a perception check.
All right.
Like I said, anyone who wants to look for things or wants
Well,
to do a check,
Tatsuo's
just let me know.
always on guard, so
Well,
Roll a
Well,
perception.
so the that
I got an 18.
that little bush is it still moving or is it just kind of like
a 14. So
It kind of goes, and then it starts getting more after you guys stop, and then a rabbit jumps out. It kind of like sniffs in the air, looks around, pauses, and then it jumps and hops away.
I'm gonna look really excited to see a rabbit because that was one of the things we're looking for.
right.
And I'm gonna add to my list of things that I'm like scoping for as I'm crawling through these ferns, like any rabbit traps that have been laid down. Like I'm gonna look in the area that it hopped from. Is there like a little rope or a little net or a snare of any kind?
That it hopped from? No.
Yeah. No. Okay, well I'm just gonna try to keep my eye out for that as I'm like crawling eye level through the.
which way did the
full
rabbit go?
foliage.
East.
Okay. Thanks.
Should we go east?
I'm writing that down.
Rabbit went east.
Rabbit went east.
All right, I'm gonna resume my stealthy crawl toward the ruins.
Bijou, you rolled an 18 on your perception, right?
Yep.
Okay. So did I. So I didn't see anything different.
Were you looking for something different, or were you just kind of generally?
It was just a general
Okay.
looking around because I didn't want to blow our cover in case it was, who
Yeah.
knows what.
Okay. Everyone make a stealth check.
Okay. Advantage +1 if you have the robe and boots.
16.
15. Oh, plus whatever the sneakiness. Plus 1 or 2.
29.
15.
Well,
29.
if it's with
29.
advantage, then it's
Come on.
17 plus.
Can I borrow some points, please?
There's no advantage, Aaron. Take your stupid 15 with mine.
All right. You guys are kind of sneaking through into the ruins. And you notice as you get in, you come up onto a building. And again, there's just like huge holes in these buildings, in the walls and in the roofs. There's a pretty large hole in the marble that you walk through. And you actually see some signs of like life in here. Like there's like a fire pit. Like you can tell that there was a fire here. It looks like there's some kind of rocks that were arranged for like people to sit on or sleep on. But it, as far as you can tell, it looks like it's been abandoned for a little while.
Are there any tracks around?
Why don't you roll a nature check for me? We're just rolling a lot tonight.
Andrew.
We haven't been rolling in a while.
Okay.
Great.
Nature. Let's see. Nature is 17.
Okay. So you are able to kind of see like there's some tracks, especially around the fire pit. You see a lot of like footprints. But
Are they human footprints? Or are they lizard
So-
footprints?
they're humanoid. They're definitely wearing like shoes
Oh,
and
that's right.
few different sizes, some could be human, some could be like slimmer shoe prints, some could be a little bit wider and look like they're taking more weight on, but they definitely look kind of like, I guess you could say like they look like civilized footprints, right?
Okay.
But they're old enough that you can't see any kind of like path that they went down.
So it's just kind of scattered footprints. Okay.
Do I see any leaves in that area that look like the leaves from the branch that they were eating berries, or do I see any like rabbit bones?
Yeah, roll a nature check with advantage.
Okay. 18 plus 6, 24.
Yeah, so you actually see some the berries that you saw through the crystal ball. There's some plants kind of growing out of the marble walls with the same berries.
Guys, I think they were here.
These footprints are quite old, but you did describe these berries, and from what you've seen, these look to be the same berries.
Yeah, but this whole island could be covered in those berries. We got those dragon-looking people walking around. They might be eating those berries too.
Were the dragon people wearing shoes, or did they have big claw feet?
Roll a history check.
It was a recent
you
history
remember?
A
check.
recent history check.
Oh wait, I shouldn't have rolled that twice. I'm sorry. I rolled 2 dice at the same time.
It's
'Cause I've
fine.
been
It's a
rolling with
recent
advantage.
history check. You can do advantage.
Thanks.
Unless you're
Sorry.
are you holding your P?
Huh?
Oh, good question.
Because
Answer it.
What?
is Bijou holding their P? Because that affects your short-term memory.
Do they have to pee, or have they smoked marijuana within the last 12 hours?
Fantasy characters don't use the bathroom.
Oh, mine does.
Think about it. Oh, yours does.
Yeah,
Why do you
he
think he's been
definitely
digging
does.
so many holes?
Bijou has never used the
Yeah.
restroom at all.
I poop everywhere.
Ever.
She operates at 100% efficiency. Nothing goes
They
to
do.
waste.
They do.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
That was a 16 plus 7.
What? Sorry.
Can you go ahead
16
and roll
plus seven.
anything
23.
under 20?
Just an athletics check.
I'm proficient in stealth, nature, and history. And so, like, a lot of these things we've been doing, I'm pretty good at.
So you paid off Jay before we started tonight. He's like,
No.
look, these are all the checks you're going to give me, okay?
Well, when I rolled these, I rolled a 16 and a 3, and then I was like, oh crap, I was only supposed to roll 1. And then he was like, you can use advantage. And so I went with the 16. So I did roll
That
a
makes
3.
sense. Yeah.
You remember that the Dragonborn did not wear shoes.
Yeah,
They just had big, rough, scaly feet.
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say, right, but the dragon people don't wear shoes. These are people
What?
that wear shoes.
They don't wear shoes?
They don't wear shoes.
What?
They must have scaly feet then.
Big old claw feet with gross toenails.
Yeah, I didn't get a good look at those feet. I saw the rest of them, but okay.
I'm surprised you're
I
usually
hate-
looking at everybody's feet.
I
Harry,
got a foot thing, but
Harry.
you know,
Are you good at tracking?
yeah, I'm really good at tracking.
Can you see where they went? What direction they went?
Yeah, if it's what one would call a nature check, I think we might be able to find them.
What does that mean, Harry?
So I'm gonna examine these footprints. I think it's safe to say they're humanoid. So let's go ahead and see where they go. Oh wow, you know I'm mistaken. That's a nat 1.
You can't
Got a
even
total
tell
of
they're
6.
humanoid. You just see
Yeah.
disturbed ground. All of a sudden, you guys hear kind of outside of the hole you came through, like a whisper. You're not able to distinguish what it is, but it's like a... And then you hear a sound of footsteps kind of like running around the hole. And we are going to stop this episode here.
I'm gonna expose myself.
And we'll talk to y'all next week. Thank you for listening. Check us out on the internet. We are at World of Nair. And we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.
shoulder.
Cats.
Radio. .com.